so we need to solve this equation by factoring. In order to do so, you need to make the right side equal to 0. And we're going to do that by doing x plus 2 times x minus 1 minus 4 equals 0, because we subtract 4 from both sides to cancel out the 4 on the right side, and then set it equal to 0, and then you minus 4 to even it out, because whatever you do to one side you have to do to the other. And now you have to FOIL, and by FOILing you need to multiply this term by this term. And you start by multiplying the first term by the first term, which is x squared, and then you're going to multiply the outer terms, which is negative 1 times x, which is equal to negative x, and then you're going to multiply the inner terms, which is 2 times x, so it's going to be 2x, and then you're going to, last but not least, multiply the last terms, which is 2 times negative 1 equals negative 2, and then minus 4, you can't forget that because it's right there, equals 0. And now you're going to combine like terms to simplify the equation, so bring it down, it's going to be x squared plus x, because negative x plus 2x equals 1x, because negative 1 plus 2 equals 1. And then you're going to do minus 6, because negative 2 plus negative 4 equals negative 6. And then you're going to equal to 0. And now we need to factor it, and by factoring it we need to find a number that multiplies together to equal negative 6 and adds together to equal a 1, because that's our middle term. So those numbers are going to be 3 and negative 2, because 3 times negative 2 equals negative 6, and 3 plus negative 2 equals 1. And negative 6 is the term we needed to multiply together to get, and 1 was a middle term that we needed to add together to get. So now you're going to do x plus 3, because it's a positive 3, and then you're going to do x minus 2, because it's a negative 2, and then you're going to set it equal to 0. Now you're going to make two different equations to find out what x is. So it's going to be x plus 3 equals 0, and x minus 2 equals 0. To find what x is on this side, you're going to do subtract 3 from both sides, and it's going to be x equals negative 3. And you subtract 3 from both sides to cancel out the 3 on the left side to get x equal to itself, and then 0 minus 3 is negative 3. So x equals negative 3, and then on this side you're going to need to do adding 2, because it's a negative 2, and we have to do the opposite to cancel it out. So it's going to be x equals positive 2. And now you can check your answers by plugging them in to the first equation. So you can start off by checking the answer with negative 3. It's going to be x plus 2 times x minus 1 equals 4. So you can do negative 3 plus 2 times negative 3 minus 1 equals 4. So it's going to be negative 3 plus 2, which equals negative 1. And then you're going to do negative 3 minus 1, which equals negative 4. And does that equal 4? Yes, it does, because negative 1 times negative 4 equals positive 4, because a negative times a negative equals a positive. So negative 3 is indeed an answer. And now we have to check for the 2, x equal 2. And you can check by doing x plus 2, x minus 1 equals 4. Okay, you just need to plug it into the equation. So 2 plus 2 times 2 minus 1 equals 4. And it's going to be 4 times 1 equals 4. Yes, it does. So 4 times 1 equals 4. So x does equal 2.